Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Friday. Well, today I'm going to be working on the Romantic Story cross stitch kit, and it appears to be a spring summer house that I can't remember. Let's see. Nope, it doesn't say where I got it. I can't remember. I kind of want to say it was Everyday E-Crafts, but I'm not sure on that. But yeah, it is absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness, what a day. Yeah. Well, I got up about 7:30 and I was just still too tired, so I moved my scissors over. Yeah. And I went back to sleep and I didn't get up until almost 11:30. Fun times. Oh, this is an 11 count. I forgot to tell you. It's an 11 count and it's 84 by 59 centimeters. And I'm using 3 strands on this. Outrageous. So I got up, I had coffee, I'm trying to get awake. I thought, well, I'll go to the thrift store. So Molly and I strike out, and it's not too hot out there today because it's still kind of early-ish. And I get to the thrift store, and even if you've been vaccinated, you have to have a mask. So I hunted in my purse, and I don't have a mask, so I just left there. And went to the post office. There was nothing at the post office. Of course, you know, it's going to be a hot moment before I get all 4 of those orders, so I don't know what I was thinking, you know, exactly. So then I went to the grocery store and I picked up a few things and picked up chicken because Molly likes chicken. I had to finish off this thread here. And I got out a new color. We'll just lay it aside because it's pretty fairly long enough to do some more. So, yeah. And then Molly and I came home. And we pigged out at lunch, and we had chicken, and I made a little salad. Molly had a few chicken pieces. You know, it was great. So now it's like, oh gosh, I can't tell. Let's see. It's almost 2 o'clock now. It's starting to kind of thunder out there. I didn't know that it was supposed to rain today, but, you know, it was supposed to rain yesterday, and it didn't, so. Try to get it bright enough here. I gotta move the thread. There are 61 colors in this, so it has a big wad of color. Lots of greens over here in the trees. So I thought we'd just work from right here. So yeah, it's been a screwed up day. It's been a screwed up week. I thought I was never gonna get out of there last night. It was a total disaster. Just a total disaster. So, I'm glad that's over with for the week. It seems like it took forever. So next week, hopefully, we'll be on schedule again. Whoops. And I actually had to put hand lotion on today. I have some of that breathable Nivea that I wear. I don't wear hand lotion too often, but my hands seemed a bit rough. I had to do some more wiping down, you know, at work, and it just roughs up my hands big time for some reason. Well, we got that little section done. I'm just going through here and trying to fill in the gaps. This is such a pretty pattern. And I know I've seen this house other places, and I don't know if it was the same company or anything, because even when I ordered this, I remember that much, that, hang on. Okay, I don't know what that was. It was from an area code that I wasn't real sure of. I don't know what, oh, yeah, I remember that it didn't say it in the description that it was from Romantic Story or whatever. I usually don't know that until I get them. Like, half the ones I order, sometimes they look like they're Joy Sundays and then they're not, or whatever, so that didn't have a company name in the description that I can quite remember. If it did, I missed it. Got a piece of thread sticking up here. Go away. I don't know where you belong, but not right there. So yeah, I'm kind of tuckered out after our little adventure, and it was starting to get warmer, so before I left, I turned on the air conditioning. I didn't think I was going to be gone quite that long, so I never got to the thrift store. Bottom story. I was pretty upset about that. I was like, okay, fine. Never mind. So when I went to the grocery store, they didn't require masks. You can wear them, not wear them, didn't really matter, because it's a huge, huge place. So I picked up a couple masks and threw them in my purse. I was irritated. They didn't even care if you'd already had your vaccine. So, I don't know. Irritating. Irritating. So I didn't see what kind of goodies they had at the thrift store. Evidently, they just didn't have anything I needed. So it'll just have to wait till next week. The stitch is so much better than that 14 count I was working on yesterday. Unbelievable. Last night I tried to work on Mary Jane Fry. I took about 4 stitches and I was just totally tired. Just fried from all the crap that's happened this week. Can really start to see some of the shading in this. I don't know if you can tell. Let me move it up. Whoop. There we go. Give it a little bit. So, I think my daughter's going away for the weekend. Or part of it. I don't know. You'll have to see. Left my phone on. In case, anything befouls them. I don't know that I could go get them, but, hey. So yeah, I didn't get nothing done on Mary Jane Fry last night. It just, nope, I can't count, and it's on 28 count. No, I think mushroom maybe. Close to mushroom, or it might be lamb's wool. I can't tell. From here, it's across the room. I know, I missed that other whole part. I just kept meandering. Did you see how I did that? Now I'll have to come back and do that part. But we're over here and we're about at the end of this thread. I cut it in half so it wouldn't twist up so much. So yeah, I've got my live tomorrow at 2 p.m. Mountain time in the United States. So I'll be happy to have you. I don't know what I'll be working on. We'll have to see. And it's still smoky out there. I was going to do what do you call it? A video out there, but sometimes we get like flash rain, if you will. I call it flash rain. I'm sure that's, scattered thunderstorms, and I didn't want to start raining on my cross stitch here, so I thought, well, we'll just do it inside. Fine. Yeah, I can't do a live outside either, because I have to be near my, what do you call it, my computer monitor. Yeah. And the cords are just not that long. There's no place on the other wall to put anything, so we'll see. I did notice that Fiber Talk is having a special today. And I forgot it was going to start. I thought it was going to be later on this afternoon. And it's like 3 hours long. And they're going to have like, oh, I'll say anywhere to 3 to 5 guests on there. So that'll be kind of neat. So I'll try to catch that later and watch it. So I watched, what did I watch? Oh, the other night I watched Vivo. It's some kind of a cartoon thing. It was kind of ridiculous and childish, and yeah, I started it. It's like, okay, let's just finish this and make sure everything has a happy ending, you know. So, oh, trying to adjust my light, can you tell? So, we'll see. What did I watch? I watch things and I'm just so tired I don't even absorb it. It's just like, what? And I don't know whatever possessed me to start watching something when I'm that tired. I usually save those times for stuff I've seen about 25 times. So, I can't begin to tell you. It's gone out of my brain. I have no idea. Isn't that sad? It's just sad. That's why I don't stitch for very long at a time. Especially uncounted, because I can't remember what I'm doing. Oh wow, the wind's blowing like mad. Glad I didn't leave that door open. It's a hooping out there. Oh, we're just gonna do that one in this color. Yeah, so it's a good thing I didn't do a video outside today. I know, I suppose if I'd gotten up earlier, maybe. But it's Friday, and I'm off by a whole day, so... Holy cow. Got like hurricane force winds. Jeez, frickin' Louise. Hang on, guys. About that, I noticed that I left, I'd shut the door, but I hadn't locked it, and I didn't want it was blowing so hard, I didn't want the door to blow open. But it's blowing about 50, 60 mile an hour out there. And it just comes right in between these trailers here. Sometimes. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. Lighten it up. I keep trying to lighten it up because it doesn't look like it's light enough. Blowing more stuff around. Now it's thundering a little. So we might get some decent rain out of this, because it really hasn't rained hard for, what, 2 weeks maybe now? Something like that. So that'll be good. We could use a little rain. It gets so dry here. I mean, we got like 10 to 20% humidity all the time, so everything gets really dry and dusty, because dirt, rocks, and pine trees. That's what I always said that Colorado was. Just seems like where we lived. lots of raining. But we never have tornadoes here. We're not in the flats, so don't have to really worry about that kind of crap. If that happened, I'd be shocked. We'd all be in shock. Oh, goodness. Yeah, it went on a jag of raining for like every other day for, what, 3 weeks or so? Seemed like. Might have been less than that, but it seemed like it was that much. But I haven't done that for a while. It's only been getting to about 85, 86. So not too terribly hot. Just kind of trying to use up my thread here. We got all that section done. It's looking nice. Such a pretty pattern. Love it, love it, love it. I don't care who made it. It's beautiful. Sounds like we're getting a little hail there too. That happens more so than anything. But the traffic was so horrible in town. It was just outrageous. Bumper to bumper, going in both directions. Molly and I took the back road home. I just couldn't take any more. Not used to having that kind of traffic. And there was a few people at the grocery store. I mean, it could have been worse. And it has, you know, certain times that I come to the grocery store. But we got fried chicken, and I got stuff to make a salad. And I bought some of that. I think Purdue makes it. They make like regular chicken you can fry. Well, they have cooked, I think it's called carved chicken, cooked chicken. It's already pre-cooked, so I put that in the freezer, and then when I want to make like a salad with bits of chicken on it, or make a chicken fajita or something, then I've got chicken already cooked, because I am not about the cooking chicken. Every time I cook chicken, unless I cook my stuffed chicken breasts, which are smothered in cream of chicken soup, the chicken just turns out horrible. So yeah, I'm not about that life. So I just get it pre-cooked, and then I can just take out as much as I want if I just want a little bit for a salad or something, you know. So I like to have that as a backup. Oh, goodness. So we didn't get too much at the grocery store, but we got enough. And I got one of those little tiny containers of ice cream because I didn't want to have room in the freezer for like a half gallon. So I got Death by Chocolate. Oh, it is so good. It's like dark chocolate ice cream, and it's got chocolate chunks in it and brownie chunks. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Love it. It's the store brand, Private Select, I think. Yeah. And they didn't have any other ice cream on sale, so I was like, we'll just get that. That will be plenty, because you can't just choke it down. I mean, like sit there and eat the whole little pint. I just gotta have a little bit at a time, or else I'll get a headache. That's the way it goes with me. It's kind of confettied right here in these trees, but we're working it. We're working it. I'm trying to figure out where to go next. Nice yarn. Nice floss. I said that the other day, too. Hello. It's not yarn, it's floss. Oh, and I was looking up to see if I could find a crocheted blanket or shawl to maybe start in the fall. Or, you know, like a wrap to put around my shoulders. But I might as well just make a blanket, because I don't have any place to go to wear a shawl. There's nothing that nice or requires that kind of dress. We don't live in the city. But I was thinking about making another blanket. I got some spare yarn here. I'd like to make a granny square, but don't feel like dealing with sewing it all together. I have one that I don't know how big it's going to be when it's done, but I have most of the squares done. I think it's done in 3 or 4 colors. But it just needs to be sewed together. But haven't got the ambition to do that. And then I was watching, what is her first name? I think it's Kristen Currig, and that's C-U-R-I-G. She's on YouTube, and she does painted rocks, you know, with the dots. I love doing that. But I gave that whole box of rocks to my daughter because the grandkids like to do that, so I don't have any rocks, like right offhand, that I could paint on. But I have painted dot paintings, you know, on regular canvas. I just set up a design and go for it. But I really like watching her do it because she's really good at it. And she does dot painting on, what do you call it? Other things besides rocks, you know. This last video she put out was about, it was got another little piece there. She was doing dot painting on, I want to say it's a Celtic cross, but I don't know, you know, the fancy type of cross. She'd painted it, I don't know if it was black or brown, I can't remember. What color am I doing? Okay. And it was really beautiful. But she does such a good job at that dot painting. And I thought maybe, well, you know, I'd have to get everything out. That's the trouble with putting everything away. Then you got to go find it. And 9 out of 10 times, in my case, all the crap is not together. So it'll take a hot moment to find it. Well, it's just raining right down now. The wind has subsided. It's not windy now, it's just raining. This color kind of meanders through everything else over here. Haven't listened to any audiobooks lately, just no desire. I don't know. I might find one of my, we'll call it mini series, and throw it on and then just stitch on something. Something I don't have to pay attention to, and preferably doesn't have subtitles, but I have a lot of those. But I still know what's going on, because I've read the subtitles at least 10 times per each one. Oh, I missed that part. It's kind of far away. I don't think I can get up there. And this is the last day that the grandkids can go to Boys and Girls Club. So my daughter was taking advantage of that while she was trying to get stuff ready. They were supposed to go camping with their other grandma. So I don't know if that'll transpire or not, you know. So we'll see. And hopefully it'll stop raining here. But yeah, last night was just insanity. People kept coming and coming and coming. But I got out of there at a decent time, so it didn't take me too much longer. I was pretty well caught up, when it started again, because the big truck stop across the street closes at 9 and we're open till 10. So that causes an onslaught of people, between 9 and 10. I'm like, oh God, come on. So, yeah, I'm just a little tired of work. The summer has been an obstacle. Just an obstacle. I just want to get through it and get on with it. But yeah, I kind of want to make another afghan, if you will. And I don't think I want to knit it. I want to crochet it because that goes so much faster. So I was looking at patterns in YouTube and see if I could find anything that was worthwhile and maybe use up some of the yarn I have, because I have some miscellaneous yarn. I just keep picking it up left and right here and there, and because it's not real expensive at the thrift store, so that's a good thing, because it's like anywhere from $4 to $6 for a skein. But the skeins are, I swear, are bigger than what we used to have back when my mother and my grandmother used to knit afghans. So I don't remember what the ounceage weight was. I can't even begin to guess. But I think they're bigger than that now, so I can justify it a little bit. And then I have those blue skeins that I bought that didn't match the last little blanket I made. So I want to make something that's not, I want it to be closed in, not wholly, like that other one. It was pretty dense. I mean, the holes weren't too big like a granny square, but I wanted something more solid. So I'll keep looking and just keep gathering yarn, because every once in a while I like to crochet or knit, especially in the winter. Makes you feel like you're doing something. And it's not so hot that you can, when you work on with it, because holy cow, I was sitting here sweating bullets the other night working on the koi, and I was just hot. I had to turn on the air conditioner. So yeah, it'll be a great winter project. But I work on it a little bit here and there. And I was going to get out the waterfall one, but I was too tired last night. I just couldn't even think. I've got, oh, if I can reach it, oh my goodness. I have these bags, like this. The whole thing actually fits in this bag. So, but I have a bag for each one of the huge ones because there's so much thread. So I just like to keep them like that, and that the way they don't get dirty and drug around, and you know what I mean. But to find each one, it's just like, okay, I have to plan ahead. And as you know, I don't plan ahead. It just gets me in trouble. It's like Christmas and Thanksgiving, you plan ahead, and then you're down to the crunch, and something usually goes fallibly wrong, or takes you off in a different direction. It's great. Yeah, so I don't make plans unless it's we're doing this tomorrow. Okay, fine, I'm good. But if I have to wait any time, oh, not happening. So not happening. And I'm sorry I'm so late today, but I just didn't get my act together until late, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Just kidding. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the live tomorrow. That'll be fun. Fun, fun to fun. I like lives. So don't forget to set your bells so that you get all of my video notifications instead of just half of them. So make sure when you click on the subscribe, hit that bell, and it'll have a drop down menu, and click the top part, and that means that you'll get all of them instead of just the few select, and that way you won't miss the lives and you'll get notified. So we're going for 50 people in live. Yep, this week. We went over 40 last week, so we can do 50 this week. My overall goal is 100 people. So I think that would be just awesome. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for today. Let me see if I can get the... Well, you can't see both, can you? Whoops. Oops, I knocked something off my desk. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy, have a great weekend, guys. We'll see you tomorrow in the live. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.